We have Bill Bennett. He's former Reagan cabinet member, chairman of the Conservative Leaders for Education, and a Harvard Law graduate. And before the president comes, sir, it's so good to have you here. Curious what your initial reactions were to the news about the grand jury.
Well, I know a lot of people are saying this is normal, take this in stride, this is what happens in investigations, but it's not good news. If you're at the White House, first of all, one of the lawyers said, I thought this was supposed to be secret, grand jury proceedings supposed to be secret, and he's right about that. Second, think in the popular mind, Dana. Grand jury. Grand jury, what does that mean? It means indictment, it means crime, it means trial. People watch a lot of lawyer shows and see a lot of lawyers. Yeah, and the movies, that's exactly right. So they think all those things. But now, in reality, think of the team that Mueller has assembled. These are very strong and able lawyers, many of them leaving lucrative practice to pursue this. Yeah. I don't assume they're all doing this out of the public interest. I think since some of them are identified with Hillary Clinton, there can be some partisanship there. So I think the advice, and Ed covered it very well, for these lawyers, that is the Trump lawyers, is to suit up, steel up, because this is the beginning and it's going to get very rough. One other thing, the finance part of this. I remember Bob Novak. You're probably too young.
No, I remember Mr. Novak, sure.
Okay. He said if the government comes after you on financial stuff, IRS, anything else, they'll get you. Said they're like God. They have unlimited resources and unlimited time. And think of all those real estate deals. I don't think anything horrible happened, but if you dotted an I wrong or crossed a T wrong, the government can come after you. So that legal team better be set and ready, because this is going to be a nasty business. And the notion that they have no reason to think they're coming after Donald Trump, they're coming after Donald Trump.
The president keeps teasing us by opening and closing the curtains behind you. But while I have you, and before he comes out, let me ask you about the big news that he's about to help make tonight, which is that switch of the governor from from Democrat to Republican. That's actually a pretty big deal. It doesn't happen all that often.
You are right, it's a big deal. I was just with the Republican governors at their meeting, and what does this make it, Dana? 34 Republican governors or 35? It's extraordinary. And, I've been watching Fox all afternoon. Crowds gathering 5 hours ago and selling out the place. It is interesting, isn't it, the currents and counter-currents in American politics right now. We see these approval rating numbers reported as going down, and yet you get a crowd like this. I know it's the most favorable state, but there are a lot of states where this could happen. So it's a very interesting time of political turmoil.
Well, and it's also not
a big deal. You are right.
It's also not the campaign anymore. I can understand the rallies during the campaign. People excited, but this is 7, 8 months into a presidency, and there's still all of this excitement.
There's all this excitement, and there's still his desire, isn't it interesting, to go to the people and to touch the people. I think he draws from them. I think he draws a lot of confidence and strength. But my gosh, these leaks, I mean, can he do any business at all without it being reported on the front page of the Washington Post?
How unusual would that have been in the Reagan administration?
There are leaks. There are always leaks. There are disloyal people. But this is a flood. I mean, we had trickles. We had some flows sometimes. But I remember the level of excitement, too, the level of anger when there was a leak. It was talked about in the cabinet meeting.
All right, Bill, I'm going to have to stop you there because President Trump is about to take the stage. Thank you.